Hello, everyone. My name is Guolong Liang, Irish specialist at University of Wisconsin-Madison Division of Extension. We're glad to have Dr. Wang with us this afternoon to talk about her research and some of the updates that her research group has to share with us. For those who don't know, Dr. Wang, do you mind taking a moment to introduce yourself?
Thank you, Guolong, and thank you everyone for the opportunity. My name is Yi Wang. I'm associate professor and state extension specialist at the Department of Plant and Agroecosystem Sciences at UW-Madison. My research focuses a lot on nutrient management and precision agriculture.
That sounds great. Can you talk a little bit more in the nutrient management side of your research?
We have two components of research on nutrient management. The first component is about agronomy. So we will grow different commonly grown vegetable crops in Wisconsin, such as potatoes, snap beans, sweet corn, peas, kidney beans, among many others. And then each of these crops will have different commonly grown varieties. We will put these different varieties under different nitrogen rates at different locations in Wisconsin, and then evaluate their responses to nitrogen fertilizer. And then eventually we want to make the recommendations about the optimal nitrogen rate for each variety of each crop. The second component of my research is about precision agriculture practices, which take advantage of the use of AI-driven remote sensing technologies, robotics, machine learning algorithms. The overarching goal of that is to take these big data platforms and then let the computer to be trained by the big data, and then they will make recommendations of agricultural production practices for us. We want to compare the human recommendations with the computer-based recommendations. And then eventually we want to get the best recommendations out to our growers.
That sounds great. How is the combination of both your nutrient management side and the Precision Ag side going to help, say, our farmers in Wisconsin Central Sands?
Yeah, like I said, the nutrient management, the goal is to use the right amount of, let's say, nitrogen fertilizer at the right time, in the right place, with the right format. The so-called 4R strategy. So in central Wisconsin, because of the sandy soil, the frequent summer rainfall events, as well as the high demanding from the vegetable crops like potatoes and others, there is a high chance of nitrate leaching and groundwater contamination from the nitrogen fertilizer use. So the goal of my research program about nutrient management is to make the recommendations to avoid excessive, unnecessary nitrogen fertilizer use, so that we can avoid the nitrate leaching problems and we can mitigate the groundwater contamination and water quality issue.
And to talk a little bit more specifically about precision ag, how is this technology going to help us mitigate agricultural's impact on water quality?
Yeah, so traditionally, how the growers monitor the nitrogen or the nutrient status of the crops are only based on destructive, invasive sampling methods. So for potatoes, they will go to a randomly selected spot of the field, collect the petiole tissues from the plants, test the nitrate level within the petioles, and then compare the nitrate level with the published sufficiency range. If the level is lower than the sufficiency range, then they will apply a flat rate of nitrogen fertilizer to the whole field. So this traditional practice does not take advantage of any spatial or temporal variability within the field. If they apply a flat rate to the whole field, then very likely some parts of the field will be under-fertilized, whereas others will be over-fertilized. So precision ag is to cover or address these spatial and temporal variability so that more precise nitrogen use will be possible. And then, like I said, the unnecessary use of that will be reduced. So I think the precision agriculture is very helpful for us to cover the whole field situation instead of just focusing on a site-specific situation.
And for our farmers in this audience, if they want to get involved, how can they reach out to you via email or phone call? And how can they get involved with this research?
Yeah, so we always welcome on-farm trials. I welcome all, the growers or ag professionals who are interested in our research or in this project. Welcome to contact me via email or phone call, and then we can talk about some possibility to set up some on-farm trials, maybe a couple of varieties under a couple of simple implemented nitrogen treatments, and then we will be able to see how the nitrogen responses will be in the commercial setting. So as an extension specialist, I always welcome the opportunity to talk with our growers and then get some more chances to put down commercial trials.
That sounds great. If you have any specific questions regarding Precision Ag nutrient management in the potato and vegetable system, feel free to reach out to E and she will get back to you as soon as possible. Well, thank you, and I hope to see you in the next episode.